Luga Fruga Googa Luga. The blue bunny bounded over the bushel. Are you rolling? Sorry, I just I have to get into the So most of you must be wondering, what the heck is going on? Well, today I'll explain the enigma that is me. My name is the Hatter. Not Hatter, the Hatter, or Dr. Hatter. You know, like... Anyway, I live in a town you've never heard of, so I won't bother mentioning it. I live in a house you've never heard of, so I won't bother mentioning that either. And I live with people you've never heard of, so I won't bother mentioning them. The one thing, the greatest thing about me is my one true passion. The stage. Since I was very young, I got into acting, and I'm told I'm quite excellent at it. What have I acted in? Well, originally just stage plays at my old church, but I did drive my car through a movie set once while they were rolling. I've personally almost been sued by a lawyer hired by Steven Spielberg. Yeah, it's only a matter of time till I get a contract. Apart from acting myself, I like to watch others act. That's right, movies. I've never been ashamed of my couch potato-ness. My mom came from a family who didn't have a single television in their house until she was 9. And my dad came from a family who had a television in every single room in his house since before he was born. My grandfather on his side, no kidding, literally every day had a football game on his phone, a 4-way television playing 4 different games at once while listening to a football game on the radio. I'm not like that, but seriously, on a day-to-day basis, I usually watch 4 to 5 movies a day. And look, kids, my brain is not fried. Longfish. I have discovered that if you watch movies for a purpose, your brain actually expands instead of getting smaller. I have dispelled years of scientific theory. Hey, you gnomes, get off my lawn, and don't let me catch you here again. This is the reason that I have conceived the Hatter's diagnosis. I have a doctorate in film assessment and diagnosis, hence the name of the reviews, and my introduction as Dr. Hatter. If you're watching this, you've probably already seen my first review, The Desolation of Smaug, and you're probably thinking, what? I did that video first to set the mood for the rest of the videos. Most wonder, why The Desolation of Smaug? Well, by the time I wrote that review, it was the last movie I'd seen in theaters. Another thing about me is, I never have any money. Ever. I live in a town I know you've never heard of, 30 miles from anywhere, so I have no job options. For that reason, think of my diagnoses as something to watch before movie night rather than going to see the movies. I wish I had the money to go see the latest and greatest and do diagnoses on them and afford my own music and software to put actual clips in the diagnosis, but if wishes were fishes, my ocean would be crowded. So, for now, I'll just have to make do on pure talent. Whatever shall I do? And from now on, I promise the diagnoses will be in order for the film series. There will be 6 parts to every diagnosis. For copyright reasons, I have to give an introduction to the movie as well as the cast roster, the director, and the ownership. Then I'll examine the artistic qualities in point blank. Then I'll get deeper into the positive elements and spiritual elements and digging deeper. After that, we look at the negative side of the movie and the flip side, seeing as there's 2 sides to every coin. Clever, huh? Then I'll diagnose it for parents, teens, and children, and the overall score. Then I'll wrap things up in notes from the Hatter. Hey, look at that. It's starting now. Though I spent most of this video on the diagnoses, and I want that to be a big part of my channel, I don't want it to be all of my channel. I might do some comedy, document my life. I don't want it to be called a blog because I hate that word. It makes me sound like I'm gonna throw up in every video. Hi, welcome to my blog. I'd really like to introduce you guys to my friend, the inventor McDermott and his pets, but that'll depend on my channel's promotion. So if you like this video or any of the subsequent ones, share, like, comment, subscribe, but most of all, tell your friends. As to the next diagnosis, it'll probably be the Lego Movie, but I'm not sure. I went to see that before filming the Desolation of Smaug diagnosis, and I considered doing it first, but there's spoilers in that one, and I didn't want to make this seem like it was just going to be a channel where I was just going to spoil movies for everybody. But the review is already written for it, so we'll see. Thanks for watching.